Hello fellow old schoolers and welcome to the finals of the Pegasus Cup 2020. And this time it is between myself on Composition A and Erhnam. And we've seen this exact matchup before in the Swiss. I think it was back at video number 85 on the channel, where I just went over the matchup and his deck and my deck and everything there. So I'm not going to repeat everything here, it wouldn't make sense, but I'll reference back to that video if you want to see it. I'll put in some deck pictures here just for reference, so we all reminded what his deck is all about and what I'm bringing. His version of Erhnam is particularly lethal. It's Jacob piloting it, and I met him also in the quarterfinals of the Long Island Cup 1.0, and in the Long Island Cup 1.5 he went to the finals and I got kicked out in the semifinals there, I think. And we just had a Doom tournament, an online tournament in Denmark a couple of months ago with 75 players, and his deck just took the first prize there. So I said in a previous recording that I don't regard the Erhnam as a tier 1 deck, but I mean, what can I do? It has the record to show it now. It's up there. So yeah, even though it doesn't have blue in it, it's very efficient, very lethal. It takes most decks by surprise because it has so many creatures. It has Giant Growth and Berserker to finish the game out of the blue, or do so much damage that you become within burn range and they can just burn you out. After sideboard he has Blood Moons he can take in against all the multicolored deck, and he has yeah, just a lot of good answers against most players. Though he doesn't have Swords to Plowshares against my Juice and Gens, so that will be pretty nifty, I think, to have them. I need to get them out ASAP, because he won't play City in a Bottle. He has Erhnam Gens and Apes as far as I remember. So yeah, it's gonna be brutal. It's the finals, man. Here we go. Let's get it on. And just a quick overview of Jacob's deck here, what he brought to the Pegasus Cup 2020. A bunch of creatures up at the top row there. 4 Apes, 4 Lana Whales, 4 Golden Pixie, 3 Erhnam Gen, a Killer Bee, an Elvis Archer, and a Shivan Dragon. Then we've got 3 Berserks, 4 Giant Growth, a burn package consisting of 4 Lightning Bolts, 2 Chain Lightnings, and a Fireball. There are a couple of one-offs like an Ice Storm, Wheel of Fortune, a Shatter, and a Regrowth. There's also a Sylvan Library. The on-color Moxen are there, green and red Mox, Sol Ring, Chaos Orb, and Sylvan Library. And we also have his lands down here with the factories, a single Pendelhaven to, I'm not really sure, perhaps boost, I guess it's to boost the Llanowar Elves. That'll be the only viable target, right? But it's still there, might as well. It also produces green mana. And then we have dual lanes, Tigers, I mean, and yeah, that's about it. It's pretty straightforward actually, but very fast and packs a real punch here. I think the Elvis Archer and the Killer Bee are some new additions in the deck. Perhaps the Shivan Dragon as well. I think he's put out an Ice Storm for it just to test it out. Here is Composition A in the Pegasus Cup 2020. So I'll put in the 4 Mesa Pegasi in the top row there, and it has weakened the Composition A small bit here, as I had to take out a Swords to Plowshare, a Lightning Bolt, an Underworld Dreams, and a Sinkhole. So I'll be a bit lighter on the removal against him, and that's probably going to be felt, but it's still, the Mesa Pegasus will provide some aggro and some blockers, and it's all part of the theme, you know. In this tournament there were some subcategories you could win with those Mesa Pegasus, and I was lucky enough to win 2 of them, doing the most damage and doing the first kill with Mesa Pegasi. Also they can be casted with colorless mana. So we have the creatures in the top row along with the Underworld Dreams. On the far left here we have all the nice restricted cards that a 5-color deck gains access to. And on the right we have the removal. 2 Sinkholes, a Lightning Bolt, 4 Disenchants, and 3 Swords to Plowshares. And there's the mana. All the dual lanes produce black mana, so does the City of Brass, and then we have Library of Alexandria, Strip Mine, all the usual suspects here. So yeah, 2 very aggressive decks here. So let's get ready for round number 1. And I'm on the left here on Composition A, on that oddly modern planes playmat. I got that from my sister for a birthday, so that's why I'm playing with it. It's not really old school, but it's just thought that counts, right? She doesn't know about magic. So he starts off with a tiger into a line of elves here. He's on the play. Okay, here we go. Black Lotus lightning bolting the Llanowelf elf, it seems. Yep, it goes. So playing the Black Lotus immediately. Perhaps I'm fearing a wheel. Goathian Pixies coming out. He has a factory as well. Okay. Giving it a good think here. How to try to survive this onslaught. And he's perfectly on curve here. Cracking the Black Lotus. Sinkholing the factory. Ooh, and providing the last black mana for Hypnotic Spectre as a counter. But he lightning bolts it and then hits me first blood with those Goathian Pixies, and I can't really block it with the factory. But I can block it with that little horsey there. But I wonder how long it will live, actually. He has a lot of bolts in that deck and chain lightning. But if I can trade with that Goathian Pixies, that's fine by me. Okay, but I can't. He fireballs it for one. Really pumping everything into just dominating the early game here. Throwing everything but the kitchen sink at me. City of Brass, Ancestral Recall. That's very, very key here. Probably waited for that City of Brass in order to cast this. Black Mox. Okay, counter-attacking with the factory and getting out of Sol Ring. So I wonder if we'll see some big beaters in the next turn here. He comes over again. Another Goathian Pixies here. They must be pretty strong against robots, right? Triskelions can't touch them. Okay. Yep. Hypnotic Spectre coming out here. Not really the best at this point. Yeah, okay. So, what to do here? It's really risky to get too low in life. On the other hand, it would be nice to get in with that Spectre and pick his hand. Oh, he giant grows it. Ouch, ouch, ouch. I'm at 6 points of life. Perhaps I should have traded and make him use a giant growth on the Spectre. But I just wanted to, like, be ahead in cast in the early game. That's my main strategy. Getting in with the Spectres, but that giant growth, man. So low in life. Yeah, I might as well attack with the factory as I can't block those Goathian Pixies. They have protection from artifacts in all but name. Here he comes again. I need to block here. Yep, so I do. Taking 2 more points of damage, being at 4 points of life here. Ah, man. Sorry. No lightning bolt. Okay, we need to work fast here. Attacking again. I need a blocker. Preferably not a Dusamjin, because it will kill me. Okay, sink a vampire. Good stuff. And if it sucks the blood out of that Goathian Pixie, it'll grow to a 5/5. Here's an Erhnam though. That's 4/5. The vampire can't touch that, but I can't double block it. But if I do, I'm at 2 points of life from the Goathian Pixie's next attack. I need another blocker. I need something here. Oh, Swords to Plowshare on his Erhnam. So, what can be cast here? Okay, passing the turn. This is not good. Okay, the vampire gets Forest Walk, obviously. It's the only choice. Here he comes. I actually choose to double block the Erhnam. That's so risky. He might have a bolt. He might have a giant growth. Okay, but he trades. But I suppose I needed to do it. I would be dead the next turn. Oh, now he has a 7 library to dig, but I immediately disenchanted. Need something here. Counter-attacking with the factory. Might as well. Oh, time walking. Down to 1 point of life. We need something here. Looking through the graveyard. I think it might have been the wrong play to get rid of that Erhnam, but if I didn't do it at that turn, I think I would have been sure to die the turn after if I had just traded. Could have blocked it with the factory and eaten his Goathian Pixie with the vampire. That might have been better. Hope for a Swords to Plowshare. But yeah, there are more outs now. I can get a bolt. Okay, light regrowthing, but it kills me. I only have 1 point of life. Oh man, if only I had 2, I could get in something there. So Erhnam wins the first one here. So we'll let us sideboard a bit. I can't really remember what I took in. I know he will likely take in some Whirling Dervish, and those will be trouble because I only have a single lightning bolt in this version of the composition A. I do have the Swords to Plowshares, of course, but I need those against his Fat Beaters. So my bet is Whirling Dervish. There might be Blood Moons, I'm not sure. I don't know if I sideboarded against Blood Moons actually. I probably took in some Blue Blasts, just in case. Okay, I'm on the play. Factory coming out here, pretty slow start, and he has a Sol Ring, so we might be starting to see Erhnam Gens from turn 2 here. Can't have that. Get out of here, Sol Ring. Tiger, and that's your Golden Pixies. They're so good. I mean, in a factory meta like this, they're very, very good. Also good against Triskelions and Sushis. Okay, trying to rob him of some of his steam here early on, just mind twisting 2 cards. Erhnam Gen, a Curd Ape. Oh, okay, that's a very, very nice pick. Mind Twist saving my bacon. I can't say. Oh, there's the Whirling Dervish. Probably with the last card in his hand. That's trouble. I can't block it with the factory though, so could be worse. And he is a bit mana starved because I disenchanted. Yeah, that's the bolt. Because I disenchanted his Sol Ring and then started to pressure his mana. There's a small horsey that can trade with other Golden Pixies. I'm fine with that. Oh, but he Giant Rose and a Curd Ape. So he's at 2 points of mana, but he just keeps on rolling here. Sushi coming out. I sideboarded those in just to get some more creature aggression against him. Also, again, another card against Blood Moon. He need to block the Curd Ape because he has protection from artifacts with other Golden Pixies. He immediately lightning bolts my Sushi and trades. Magic Spectre coming out. I'm not going to make the same mistake. I think I will block the Golden Pixies this time. Okay, yeah. Life is too precious against him. I'm not going to make the same mistake again. Another Hypnotic Spectre coming out. Just need to survive the early game here. And all my power and magic might draw 7s, ancestral, stuff like that, might get me in. Chaos Orb. I think I should Chaos Orb his Tiger here. Crack him out of red mana. Come on, man. Think. Get that Tiger. Yeah, oh god, good. Okay, so I wasn't too drunk, I suppose. Cracking the Tiger away. He's now only on green mana and only has 2 mana sources. And the Spectre will just keep on picking cards from his hand. This is an excellent position. Golden Pixies, he still functions just well with those 2 mana and he empties his hand each turn. Another horsey. So I'm fine with trading whatever he has here with that Mesa Pegasus, though I would have preferred a lightning bolt, obviously. Still is fine. So yeah, he needs to pass the turn. The less mana he has, okay, really aggressive here. Time walking, that's why. The less mana he has, the more cards he'll have in hand, and because he can't cast them, and the Hypnotic Spectre can take them away, but he's without a hand. So far he's been able to cast every single card with just 2 green mana. Okay, cracking the Black Lotus for a Singular Vampire here. Very, very nice. So yeah, that's 7 points of damage. Okay, just really playing it safe here, keeping that Pegasus back just to block his Golden Pixies. I don't want a giant growth Golden Pixies here, just to mess me up. So Composition A wins the second round here. I think that early Mind Twist combined with cracking his mana sources was the deciding factor in this one. And the first one, it was a mistake by me to get the Pixies in. I need to be more careful. I need to survive the early game. And if I have to trade 1 for 1 for that, that's fine. I'll gain card advantage later on. So round 3 here. Is this really a nail biter? What a match. And he's on the play. That's not going to be particularly pleasant, I think. Okay, I'll go in Pixies with a Mox Ruby turn 1 here. And Scrubland with a Pearl. Okay, casting a Mesa Pegasus at this point. Again, they're fine as blockers against those that go in Pixies, but I'm under no illusion that it will survive. Yeah, just drawing a Lightning Bolt. That's okay as well. Ooh, Giant Growth. Turn 2 here. 5 points of damage straight from the get-go. At least there were no Berserk. That would have been 10 points of damage. And it just goes to show how fast this deck is. Cracking his only green mana source here with a Sinkhole. Going down to 14 points of life though. Okay, I need to get rid of it. Soft to Plow showing that I go in Pixie straight out. And he's cracked with out of green mana now. Chaos Orb. I could elect to crack his Mountain. Oh, but that's a Tiger. It's probably a better choice. But he didn't play anything, so getting out to do some Jin. He can double bolt it, but there's no way to stop that as he has so much red mana. Okay, green Mox. Good thing I didn't try to crack his Tiger then with the Chaos Orb. Now I can use the Chaos Orb on the Erhnam Jin instead. Just see if he wants to trade first. He likely won't, but you never know. He can't Giant Growth. So yeah, here's a Dusum Jin coming at you. He'll let it in, I think. He can't Giant Growth. What should he do? Of course he will. I just takes it. Yeah, that's the correct play. Okay, another Dusum Jin. That's very, very good. Okay, getting the tapped Dusum Jin. Frostwalk attacking with the Erhnam Jin now. He must have a Giant Growth, but what can you do? Blocking it, and there's a Giant Growth. Ouch, goodbye Dusum. And a Code Ape. Man, would have been better in retrospect just to Chaos Orb the Erhnam Jin so he can't make that Giant Growth play. But I wanted to Dusum Jin out first, and hindsight is always 20/20, right? I used all my mana on that Dusum Jin. 10 points of life. I can't really attack because he will counter attack. And I'll take 7 points of damage each turn. 1 from the Dusum Jin and 6 from him. So I need to... Oh, what? Okay, so... Oh yeah, I could, of course, attack first and then perhaps use the Chaos Orb on his Erhnam Jin. Yeah, but he could have a Shadow. That's very, very dangerous to play like that. I should have Chaos Orbed it first. Oh, wow. Camera just... tilting here. Yeah, someone is trying to make it work here. Okay, this is a different angle. You can still see it. Got a hit here. Let's see. Come on. Okay, very secure flip. Dead Erhnam Jin. Time walking, that's why I attacked. Okay. Now this is looking very good. Dusum Jin against a Code Ape, and I am really on the offensive here. Taking even more damage, cracking the Lotus, excellent. Sushi coming out, so strong now. He's at 7 points of life, and the monsters are just coming at this point. Though I am at 8 points of life, so I need to be careful here. So creative, come on, you need to block this. Yeah, if it's a Giant Growth, that's fine, yes. Good top deck draw from him. Getting rid of my Sushi, really annoying. I'm at 7 points of life, getting in now. He's at 2 points of life here. Miss a Pegasus to block the Code Ape, that's it. Very good. Land Wealth coming out though. He has 1 card in hand. Attacking. Yeah, you need to block again. I mean, it's so difficult because now he has another blocker for my Dusum Jin. But I need to do it. I mean, otherwise he can Giant Growth. Again, he has a card in hand. But if I do so, the Pegasus will die, and I'll have one Dusum Jin against 2 of his creatures, and he can chump block me and hit me back, and then Giant Growth or something. Oh man, really a dilemma here. I choose to block, and it dies. I'm at 6 points of life. He only has 1 card. It might be a bolt. I don't know. Attacking with the Dusum Jin, I can't keep back with it. We need some removal here. Coming over, I'm at 4 points of life. Passing the turn. 3, and there's a lightning bolt. Oh man. So he made it work just in the nick of time.
he won 2-1 here, winning the finals of the Pegasus Cup with that cheeky lightning bolt after I went down to 3 points of damage. There likely were different ways to play this for me, I don't know. Luck of the draw also. What's the next card? Softer Plowshare. So cheeky and annoying. If I drawn that, just the turn before that, I could have just Softer Plowshared his Kurdape or destroyed my own Jusumjin for 5 points of life if it needs be. Anyway, Erhnam took it in this grueling match 2-1. Really having a revenge here from our meetup in the Swiss and in the Long Island Cup. So the champion of the Pegasus Cup, the Pegasus Master 2020, has been found. Congratulations, Jacob. Well fought. A very, very nice final, I think. And really deserved this. So after this, I got the completed edition Invisibility for second prize, as is tradition here. So what can you do? I did not secure the hat trick with 3 beta Pegasus, but I got 2 of them, and it was a very, very fun tournament and a very exciting last match, this one. Thank you for watching, and I will be back with some kitchen table magic and with the new deck Skynet.